As far as climate change is concerned, be it water or air pollution, energy conservation as well as climate change concerns are no longer a worry of the future. It's knocking at our doors, affecting not just our surroundings but our health as well. My colleague Tanushka brings us more on this in a conversation with Dr. Montek Singh Ahluwalia at the Climate Conclave for Centre for Science and Environment. Listen in.
We're at the Climate Conclave at the Anil Agarwal Dialogue organized by the Centre of Science and Environment, and I'm being joined by Dr. Montek Singh Ahluwalia. He doesn't require any sort of introduction. Thank you for speaking to NDTV, sir. You say that you worked with the government, so you know policy, you understand policy, you know how this works. So we do have policies, we do have our national clean air programs, we do have our water programs as well, there are plastic acts as well, but implementation, with respect to implementation, how do you see are we faring?
Well, this is a general problem with all government programs, not of this government but of all governments. I have always felt that we spend too much time on defining a problem and then saying we have a program, which means we'll spend some money to take care of it. I think we should ask ourselves, what are the policies we need to change that will make people behave in a manner that this wouldn't happen? And I mean, my criticism of policies for many, many years, even in the previous government, the tendency is that if somebody identifies a program, a policy, a problem, somebody says, okay, we'll have a government program, which means this ministry will spend this much money to take care of the problem. And those, in certain areas, that is necessary. But you have to be very clear that the program is designed in a manner that will achieve the objective. It's not good enough to say implementation. See, a badly designed program, if implemented, will actually be worse than if it's not implemented. So the question really is, first, what are the policies that have to change that will make people do the right thing?
Dr. Ahluwalia, climate change and, as we also spoke about right now, energy, very broad topics here. They're also very, I believe there's requirement to get down to some sort of specifics, especially in terms of, say, at this point, the capital, and the focus on Yamuna has been very, very huge, whereas I believe that it should have, not been a very now thing, it should have been an always thing. So,
absolutely correct. I mean, as a matter of fact, even when I was in the Planning Commission, we were very aware that the policy for rational use of water, fresh water, and control of rivers, we have not had. And frankly, constitutionally, there's a real problem, because constitutionally, a state can do whatever it wants in the portion of the river that flows through the state.
yeah.
Unless you change the constitution, the central government cannot have the power to regulate what happens, let's say, in the Yamuna or the Ganga. Okay? What it can do is, if all the states concerned passed a law which said that we hand over to the center the power to do all these things, then the center can do it.
Yeah.
But they're not prepared to do that. So frankly, we do not have a method of ensuring rational use of any river water